March 18th, 2020. Got a couple serious things I would like to talk about. Hold on. I had to pull out my, wanted to share. Hold on, I'm trying to open my safe here. Alright, so, I go to the methadone clinic yesterday, and not good news at all. See, people need to realize the methadone clinic is run by the federal, the DEA, right? So it takes a year to get a week take home, 6 bottles, right? They're closed on Sundays, which just started. Like, they were open every day. It didn't matter if it was Christmas, they were open. Now that Roots has taken over, it used to be Hartford Dispensary, there's new rules, and now they give you a bottle on Sunday, indefinite. Even if you earned it or not, you get it, they're closed. But it takes a year to earn a week. It takes 3 years of clean time to earn 2 weeks. Then you can get up to a month, I think. That's the most. So, I have my Wednesday and my Saturday take home, and then in April I'm going to get another day. So I only got like 2 bottles to go, and I got my entire week. I had my entire week. I've been clean, but see, they didn't test for weed when I first got on in like 2009. They just started testing for weed like not even a year ago. Maybe a year ago. Anyway, so I smoke weed, man, and I was pissed when they said, if you smoke weed and it comes up positive, you're gonna lose all your take home. Boom! I lost my entire week that I had for at least a long time, man. And I was pissed. And then they made me do these 16 weeks in IOP, which is an intensive outpatient, because of the weed. Now I told them straight up. I said, you guys weren't screaming this before these cards came out. You guys, didn't condone the weed or say it was okay, but yet, now that these cards came out, you wanna, mess with people's sobriety. Take their bottles. Some people might say screw it and start using again. Over some weed. I was pissed. I can't afford $300 weed card. You're going to take my take homes at, Anyway, I had to do 16 weeks in IOP. I did that, stood my ground, and then finally, they don't condone it, but you can get take homes. But anyway, screw all that. The point is, I went in yesterday, and as you can see here, they gave me 2 weeks. They're going to be closed for 2 weeks. Now, people might be like, so? That's serious shit, man. They got to go through the feds, the DEA. These people don't like giving take homes. They don't like none of that. Trust me. So, for them to get 2 weeks, that's serious shit, man. And my roommate, every Wednesday I go and I pick, my roommate's in a program, and I don't want to really put my roommate's information out there, but I say as much as every week I pick, my roommate has money dished out, and I pick it up every week to do shopping and stuff, right? So this blew my mind. The people from there, my roommate's old. My roommate's about, I'd say 65, man, and my roommate can't walk, can't do much, man. So I go shopping, I take care of the crib and all that, and it's my way of being good to people and giving back, man. Because my whole life I did nothing but, from the age of 11 till 20 something, man, late 20s, I was just a whole nother Charles, man, a whole nother Chuck. But anyway, so they call me yesterday and they tell me I have to come in, but they're gonna give me a check because they don't want to handle the money because of this whole thing. Now, what people need to realize, that's serious too. That bugged me out. And this is a state-run, federal-run program. It's funded by the federal programs. It's the Friendship Center in New Britain, if you want to look it up. They help homeless people. They help all types of people. But anyway, it's a federal-run program. For them to call me and tell me they're going to give me a check, they don't want to touch no money because of this whole coronavirus crap. That's key, man, because by them, a state-run program saying they don't want to touch the money is not a good thing, people. This is a federal-run program. I have to say it again. They do not want to touch the money. I'm not liking this, man. They want this chip. They're going to start pushing this. It blew my mind yesterday. I almost fell out of my seat. All this is coming fast, man. I've been telling people this for years. They laugh at me. Chuck, you're losing your mind. You did too many drugs. And now look. I'm not happy to be able to say I was right. I was hoping a million I'd be wrong because this has all happened quick and fast. My pro, like I said, they don't like give and take on. Trust and believe that. They do not like. They hold them things over your head like a starving man with a hot dog on the freaking, you know, like in the cartoons, you know, they put like a hot dog on a fishing pole to make the guy, you know, you get what I'm saying. So I thought that was pretty serious. It's not looking good, people, man. And this is in Connecticut. I live in Connecticut. You know, New Britain, Connecticut. Hard hitting, New Britain. We live up to the definition. Leave your head splitting. Oh, not playing. So anyway, I just wanted to touch up on that. And people are still, they said on the news that they're not closing the major stores. People yet still buying everything up. They don't care about the next person. It just shows how selfish people are. How you don't see people helping each other no more. Everyone's for self. Ever since 9/11, man, I gotta say, life has not felt the same. You know, even though losing my mother today would have been her 60th birthday, man, God bless my mother. And I don't like that word blessed because there's a word less in it. But, shout outs to my mom, man. Rest in paradise, Mom. I miss my mother more and more every day. What I would do to be able to call her and talk to her and, you know, get some advice from her and tell her I love her, you know. Like, people take for granted things like that, you know. They treat their parents like shit. And let me tell you, for someone that treated my mom like dirt, you know, people say they grew up poor. They don't know what poor is, man. I would go to school and kids would have Nikes talking about they're poor, but my mom would buy me shoes from Caldors. I got picked on every day for that shit, man. You know, I would have cheese but no meat, peanut butter no jelly. That's poor, man. You know, cheese and meat but no bread. You know, shit like that, man. And, my mother would tell me a lot of things when I was growing up. You know, even though it was like I could remember I had the hernia operation. I had to be at least 10 or 11, something like that. And that's when my life switched, man. I felt like, I don't know, man. From that point on, my life, right after that surgery, I felt like possessed. I don't know why I say that, but I felt different, man. I just had more anger and more hatred in my heart, man, towards everything. I was just a different person, man. And I don't know why or what. I don't like hospitals neither, man. Like, when I was getting an operation, they injected something into me and it started burning right when they injected. I was screaming and I remember they flushed it out. But I think it did some damage. They were trying to put the chemical in me to put me to sleep from a hernia operation. I could hear it like far away. You could hear, and their laughing sounded like evil demons laughing. You know, that shit bugged me out when I was a kid. You could hear they were laughing like, I don't know, maybe I was tripping out, but listen to your parents, man. I'm not trying to preach or it's just facts, man. My mother told me a lot of things, and now that I'm a man and I look back, my mother's right about it all, man. All. She didn't miss a step. She was right about it. And I was just a young, hard-headed, ignorant fuck that think he knew it all, man. And I didn't know nothing. Not that I was dumb, I just didn't know nothing, man. I thought I knew it all. I had no idea. And that's the biggest regret I have, was not understanding my mother's depression. Instead of putting her down, she wouldn't come to my games, my baseball games. And instead of taking time to understand my mother's depression, I shot her down by saying, I hate you, I hope you fucking die. No shit like that, man, was uncalled for, man. And I think back, like, man, I just hate myself for that. I should have not been so selfish. I should have, would have, could have gained. But, you know, my mom used to tell me this and that. You know, you're gonna spend your life in jail if you don't straighten up. And I went to prison plenty of times. That's a whole nother video I'm gonna make. I didn't do no 10 years, and no 5 years. You know, the most I ever did was 2 years. And then when I was a kid, I was 14. I went in. Came out when I was 16. I think it was, I think it was like 18 or 19 months in the residential, which isn't a prison, but the rules are harsh, and you know, there's no bars on the windows or your doors, but it's still a prison, man. For being a kid, you're in prison. Your kids don't wanna, you know, told what to do and this and that, but you know, I think a lot about my mom, and you know, I wish I could change a lot of things, but there's one thing I know I can't change that. I could learn from it, and I could teach these younger kids, you know, to try to bond the relationship with your parents, man. If your mom or dad's depressed, talk to them. Try to understand where they're coming from. Don't put them down. Don't, you know, even if like your mom does drugs, man. Say your mom smokes crack and you hate her for that. Don't put her down. Don't hate her, man. Talk to her. You know, try, or him, your father, or even a friend, man. Talk to him. Don't put someone down, man. Automatically talk to them. Try to understand why they're doing it. Try to help them. Because that's the problem nowadays. No one wants to help each other. Everyone's for self. I was like that, selfish as a motherfucker for a long time. And to me, it feels good to help someone, you know. You can call me a pussy, a bitch, all you want. I'll show you a pussy, you square up. But anyway, fighting ain't dancing either. Anyone can put their hands up and throw them. To solve a problem, to me, is more complicated than punching each other and beating each other up. But I'm not here to really preach, man. I'm just here to share 2 things I wanted to talk about them not wanting to touch the money, which I thought was crazy. Being a federal-run program, that can't be just that place. This is going to spread. People are not going to want to touch the money. Boom! Chip in the hand. And I'm not with that, man. That's even more control over us than not having the chip in the hand. Some people want the chip. Look, you can open doors with it. Until they hit a button and you have a heart attack. But, yep, they gave out 13 take-home bottles. I don't know if you can see my name, but... that's another thing. Right when I'm slowly coming off the methadone, I'm ready to get off of it. I'm ready to be free. I'm ready to, you know, I want to start helping kids. Like in the program, there's kids that ain't even 18 yet, so they got to come in with their father to get dosed. I mean, this sickness or this drug addiction thing is getting way more out of hand than people think. Excuse me. You can't even find heroin no more. It's all that fentanyl. And I just lost a friend. You know, she wasn't a very close friend, but it was last week. It was somebody I knew in the program. Someone I knew for about 6, 7 years. Her name was Jody. God rest her soul, man. Someone told me it was another Jody, which is crazy, but then I found out it was this Jody, and I was told she was overdosed. Man, and she had cancer, and she had beat it because she had came up to me one day, and I didn't even know it was her, and I felt bad. She started talking to me, and I didn't recognize her. That's how much the treatments did to her, man. I didn't even know it was her, and I felt so bad. So afterwards, I realized, oh man. And then in December, I had lost one of my best friends, JoJo. God rest his soul. They said he OD'd, but I still am not positive. I haven't really talked to any of his family, like, cause I wasn't really that cool with his brothers and stuff. One of them, but people are dropping, man, and I've lost too many people in this life. This is my mom. See, it looks like crap. And it's backwards. But March 18th, 1960. June 3rd, 2002. Wasn't that like before 9/11? Yeah. 3 months before 9/11, my mom said, I'm out of here. That's my grandma. Marion J. Waz. Never met my grandma. See, that's one thing. My mom lost her mom when she was 10. And I lost my mom when I was 18 years ago. I was 21. I was 21 or 20, wasn't it? So, life's depressing, people, but it could be better. Life could be better. I try my best to help people. I try my best to do better as a person, man, but it's not easy. Hold on. I want to show something real fast. If it's even in here.